Hey guys, just a quick video on lesson 1.2 for the vocab lists. So what is OneDrive? OneDrive is a Microsoft app that allows us to store all files digitally. This OneDrive can be accessed not only from the OneDrive app on the computer. So if I were to go onto the computer, I can find this OneDrive app by clicking the waffle button and going to OneDrive. All of my files are stored here. But you can also access this if we go to the desktop and find the home drive. On the home drive, if you go over to this PC, you'll notice one of them says OneDrive for Business, and you can access your OneDrive this way as well. It is the same as it is on the website. The only difference is that this is the computer's way of seeing it locally, where the other one is a digital one on a website. And in order to interact with files here, since you cannot right-click, it is not enabled for you guys. You'll go to the Home tab over here, and this Home tab has stuff such as copy, paste, move to, copy to, delete, rename. It's got all the features that you have on the online OneDrive. So that is the OneDrive app over here, and the reason we're using OneDrive is to store all our files. Next up is IncreaseDecrease screen size. So it is a tool that allows you to see more or less of your screen, specifically helpful in split screen. The way in which you guys use this is you hold down Control and you hit either the plus key, or you hold down Control and you hold down the minus key. That will increase size or decrease screen size, or you can even hold down Control and zoom with the wheel of the mouse. An example of this is if I was in a website, I could go over to the OneDrive, and with Control minus I can decrease the screen size. With Control plus you could increase the screen size, or with the mouse wheel you can scroll back and forth. So that is the increase decrease. Next up, mimic video. Mimic video is a video that you watch that is not like Netflix, in which you kind of just relaxing and watching it. It is where you copy it, you stop, you watch it, you stop, you do, you watch. You have to stop, watch, stop, watch. It's like back and forth, and it's a video where you're essentially just learning. You have to learn from the video. It's not just relaxing and watching it. These mimic videos are best watched in split screen. Then we have Control and left click, which allows us to open up a new tab without closing our current one. So if we were to go over to OneDrive over here, if we were to try and open up OneNote, I could hold down Control and then click it, and you'll notice that it opens in a new tab where this did not go away. Where if I was not clicking it and I were to go over to OneNote, I would click it and this app would actually go away, and I would have to hit the back arrow to go back. So holding down Control and left click opens a new tab without closing your current tab. Next up is the OneDrive folders. This helps you stay organized by sorting your files in a structured way. These are important because some of you have very messy OneDrives and you need to find files. So if I were to ask you something like I'm asking you in step number 16, or step 15 over here, I'm asking for you to insert lesson 1.0 and 1.1 into your notebook. In order to insert these into your notebook, you're going to have to be able to find them in your OneDrive. Without being able to find them, you're not going to be able to go to Insert and File Printout, and once you go to the File Printout button, it's going to say, hey, where's your file? And if you're not able to go to this PC and then find your OneDrive, and then go to your Computer App Life folder, and then find your files in this folder, you're not going to be able to insert this into your notes. So super important because you have to find your work. Next up is moving or copying folders and files. This enables you to move them around, and the way in which we're going to do this is when I go back over to the OneDrive app, we can right-click on a folder, and if I right-click on it, it says Move or Copy, and if you click that, it'll ask you which folder you want to put it in. You can also click this little drop-down arrow, and that will tell you if there's any folders within it, if you'd like to put it within a folder, in a folder. But in this case, like I just hit this and all these folders appear. In this case, I'm not going to move it, but you guys would hit move to move that into the folder of your choice. Or you can just hold down a document with a left click, and then you'll drag it, and you'll notice that the arrow has this little box underneath it, which says it's dragging a document, and you drop it into whatever folder that you wanted to put it into. So right click, and you have move or copy. So that's how you would move or copy a file and what it's used for. Next up is sorting files. Sorting files helps you find the most recent documents when sorting by descending, and the oldest documents when sorting by ascending. So if I were to go back over to the OneDrive over here, you'll notice that Under the word modified, there's this little down arrow which you can click to show ascending or descending, or you can just click on the word modified and then a little arrow that points up, which is ascending, which means that you'll have the oldest stuff first. So 2016, 2017, 2018, more recent. Or if you click again, it will then have or it should show the down arrow, which then shows you the most recent stuff. And folders will always be on top of the files. Folders go first, and that's just the order of the structure. So lastly, uploading OneDrive file to OneNote. This allows you to put a PDF into your OneNote so you can annotate it. So in order to do that, you'd use the file printout button, or on the iPad, it's called PDF printouts. And that's our vocab list. You're going to have to put your own memories of doing these things, and that's about it. So hope that helped.